Yo, checking in. First live for the NSZ Shadow Dragon. Obviously, I know we normally do the lives over on the Mitchell Clan channel. Finally getting where we need to go. I'm gonna make this a little stop just to go and get something to actually put this phone up. See, I know we've been having live stream issues on the other channel for a while. Coincidentally, same day that the live stream was working again for the Mitchell Clan channel, it's the same day that the NSZ Shadow Dragon channel was good to go. Crazy enough, right? Yeah, we're gonna figure out which one of these are we gonna use. Maybe having so many variations to phone holsters, not even holsters, but holders. Yeah. Ooh. Or as soon as we get this going, we can make some conversation for the topic. Y'all see what it is? I'm gonna be liking how some of these adapters be looking. I gotta figure out what's what. Might as well start it out as an unboxing video. I know this is the main part that we do need. Alright. I see that we're gonna probably need this. Yeah. You know, the whole read the instructions. Yeah. There's actually quite a few times that I don't do that. We just kind of figure things out. Alright. Lock. Alright, what are we locking? These buttons. Interesting. All right, y'all. Well, we'll figure this out later. For now, let's just go ahead and get right into this conversation. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Make sure the audio good. We're trying out a new mic, you heard? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get to it. It's time to talk about it. Let's go ahead and start off with why don't y'all go ahead and start putting y'all top 3 lineups in the chat. Yeah. Let's see what y'all talking about for y'all big 3. Go ahead and start putting y'all big 3 lineups in the chat. Let's go ahead and start seeing who talking crazy. What is y'all big 3 anime? Yeah, that definitely makes sense. What's y'all big 3 anime? Who y'all got in the lineup? Y'all got Naruto in there? Who got Bleach in their big 3? No, y'all ain't got Bleach in y'all big 3? So y'all be reading instructions. So I said I wasn't even gonna do it. All I did was look at the picture, and then I was like, oh, that's it. I knew it. I know exactly how to do this. See, one look at the picture, and I already was locking in. It's time to lock in. All right. Well, y'all figuring out what is in y'all big three. Go ahead and at least start giving y'all mine. I'm pretty sure y'all curious to know who's in my big three. So obviously, when you putting together your big three, you can't just be naming off the most popular ones, right? You know, we got to have a better category for these things, right? You can't just be saying, "Oh, it's a big three," just because it's the most popular. What really constitutes as the criteria for the big three? What qualifies to be in the big three? Well, what makes it? What is part of the qualifications for making it to the big three? Well, I would say it would be a combination of. I would say a combination of a good storyboard writing. Probably you got to probably factor in the audio of it a lot. So the audio probably, I wouldn't even necessarily say audio quality, but like, you know, a lot of some older animes, I don't be really paying too much attention to that. How in the world do I get this off though? That's the question. Does this even come off? Turn out lock and not lock. Oh, see, look, I knew immediately. It took a sec, but I know exactly what it is. It don't come off. Nah. It just sits there. Look, stupid simple. Look at that. Boom. See? And then we got it. It ain't perfect, but we figured it out. See, because I don't actually like I really do not like having stuff in the way of the mirror when I'm driving around, you know? And now I get this. Oh yeah. While I'm fixing the rest, this last little part of this holder, let me know what's in y'all top 3 anime. What animes y'all got in y'all top 3? What anime is in y'all top 3? Or what is in your big 3? Almost got it. See, it's talking about lock and unlock, but it's not actually good. See, I actually thought that this thing was a button, but it's not. What it does is widen out to lock into place. That's what it does. Only thing is that don't fully work for mine, but it is what it is. All right, that works enough. Good enough. It's better than nothing, and then we'll just test this one out later. Cool. All right, what y'all got for y'all big 3? What we talking about? Y'all don't know? So while we going through this, let me go ahead and show y'all some of the logos that we got now. And yes, these will be on some t-shirts. you can't really see that hoodie too well, but you get the concept. So yeah, if you see that hoodie, right, that's what it's literally gonna look like when I show you the logo itself. We got actually quite a few options, but this is all right. Y'all see that's what's gonna be on the merch. That one and where'd the other one go? Give me a sec, let me pull it up. There it is. Boom. Yeah. So as soon as I figure out who will be good to be doing merch through, that's what we looking at. So yeah, big three, right? I was talking about what is the actual criteria for the big three? How does an anime actually end up in the big three? Because I'm pretty sure that there's plenty of y'all who will probably be trying to argue this case. Probably plenty of y'all who will be trying to argue this case. So, oh, the big three was the big three. It ain't the big three no more. Cause, hey, look, I mean, let's think about it. Let's be for real. Not all of y'all is in the One Piece like y'all should be. I say like you should be because I watch it, right? So y'all don't actually be locking in at these big three. Some of y'all ain't never seen any of the big three, let alone one. So I mean you got a whole different big three lineup. So who's in y'all big three? I know some of y'all who like me, yo, One Piece is still gonna be in your big three, right? One Piece is still gonna be my big three. And if you pay attention to like my top 5 anime list of all time from the last little update, like the current list, it was Yu Yu Hakusho for me. It was One Piece for me. It was Solo Leveling. Time I got reincarnated as a slime, and then Dr. Stone. But obviously, you know, when you look at the big three, the main big three that everyone's always, you know, arguing about is One Piece, Bleach, and then Naruto. Yeah. But y'all got plenty of people these days, like I said, who ain't never even seen, you know, one or two of them, let alone all three of them. So what really qualifies to be in the big three? Is there a lot of action? Is it the storytelling? Is it the animation? Is it the audio portion of it? You know, how well the themes and the background music for the moods and everything. How does the anime make it in the big three? Because Naruto not in my current top 5, even though it do got the it do still got the big three feel, right? It's got the storytelling portion, it's got the theme, it's got the audio portion down, you know, it's got the animation that fits what's going on with it. It's got the choreography that everybody's looking for, you know, for those who just trying to see people throw hands. People gonna complain about fillers all day, but they still throw it in the big three. So you throw fillers out, they're still gonna be in the big three. So what else makes the current big three part of the big three? You know, like how does it make it? Well, what makes them popular? The overall mood. Better question is how many of y'all have not seen any of the most talked about big three? You know, the One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. I actually know quite a few people who still throw Dragon Ball in their big three. You're actually gonna have plenty of newer people who probably gonna be trying to throw newer animes in the big three, even though they ain't really had like that longevity. Though that's another thing you got to take into account too, longevity. Most of the ones that's considered, you know, a big three got longevity. Does time play a factor into it? You know, shit, the replay value. Does the replay value factor come into play? Maybe they got maybe the emotional factor plays a big part too. You know, every anime hit people differently when it gets to them certain scenes. You've been growing up with that main character, and you finally see them get to they dream, they goals, they aspirations. Even in the even between Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, I would say the older seasons, Naruto got the better theme music, and then for the newer seasons, I would say definitely One Piece for sure. That's just me. I'm not knocking the Bleach theme music, but ain't really I ain't feel the energy like I do with Naruto and One Piece. Like when it comes to theme music, play a big part for me these days. Some of y'all don't be paying attention to theme songs, like especially when they get the right theme song for the right season too. Oh yeah, you feel that energy every time, every time. They need to start. I don't. Maybe just saying in my algorithm, but somebody needs to start making a top 20 list for best anime theme music. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go looking for one of them, see what's on their list, see what they're talking about. Because all these ones, because there's so many that you could choose from, and you really gotta think about the impact when it comes to picking the right theme music for anime. Especially when they most of the time they really change up the theme song every season. So you gotta throw Naruto's classic season 1. For me, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Chainsaw Man. What's oh yeah, when I watched Mashley's theme song is dope as hell. Like, I'm trying not to even think about the bigger ones. I'm trying to go into the ones that's different. Matter of fact, I like Dr. Stone's theme song too for the season 1. Yeah. Oh shoot, yeah. Demon Slayer's theme songs. Demon Slayer be picking some good theme songs too. But I prefer my favorite Demon Slayer theme song. It's got to be the season where they went undercover. That's chicks. The flashy, the flashy season. Yeah, that's got to be Demon Slayer's best season theme music right there. I'll say for because it just fits. It fits it so well. That's the crazy part about it. It's one of those where you watch it, you see the flashiness going on in the videos of it, the music, you feel it. Yeah, the scenes they putting in there. Yeah. That I don't remember if that's like season 3 of Demon Slayer or whatever. But yeah, that's the flashy season is what I'm gonna call it. That season got the best. That's I think best theme song for me. One Piece, my favorite One Piece season would have been when they was in Wano, for sure. And I say Wano's got to be my favorite One Piece theme music because the opening and the closing goes too smooth with everything that's going on. Way too smooth. Oh, yeah, it fits the moods. The environment that's going on, yeah, that's definitely top tier right there. And then that's what I was saying that when you just gotta feel it, Mm. If you include theme music as a factor in your big 3, I fully agree with your big 3 list. If you factor in theme music, if you factor in storytelling ability, or not ability, but if you factor in storytelling into your choice of your big 3, I rock with that too. I'm big on storytelling. I'm big on theme music. Cause for me, like, okay, you could have trash choreo and a great story, and I'm gonna still watch it. But if you have like a trash story and great choreo, I'm really only watching the fights. That's really all I'm paying attention to. But if you got a great story and you got great choreo, then hey, you doing your thing. Factor in a good choice of some music. Oh yeah, you top tier. Sure, because even if you look at emotional scenes or whatever, if you got trash storytelling, but you got like super emotional moments, it just don't sit the same. If the story trash, it might still hit you. It ain't gonna hit the same if the story trash. Like you ever thought that an anime was real good and then you just was just getting so disappointed? He's like, bro, what is going on? They could have wrote this way better. I thought this was it. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Right. Yeah, cause we're gonna swap this holder. So we tested it out for a little bit. That's why I was doing a gang of driving just to see. But yeah, this the first one that we tried out was absolute garbage. Because one, the part that I'm trying to use right now is I said for my cup holder, but it don't fit in the cup holder. So it ain't been nothing but me just kind of supporting it the whole time. Yeah, trash. It's a good thing I kept the receipt. Now we're gonna put the other one in place and then ride with that for a little bit. But yeah, let's not forget about the other part I was talking about, longevity. Yeah. Y'all take longevity into account picking y'all big three. How much longevity do it need to have to make it into your big three? I gotta figure out where I want to put this. Eh, I need somewhere that's not gonna be getting in my way. All right. See if this one works better. I'm gonna need that a little tightener. One sec. Let me try to get this one set up. That way we can. See, I know I'll kind of be fixing things as I go. So if this turns out to be decent, it's gonna be what the setup is gonna be for a while. Not. I'll get on to the next one. All right. Da, da, da. Hmm. All right. Well, the thing is, I cannot figure out how to tighten. Well, that will not be a good spot for it. All right. It is what it is. Let's try. This would be a good spot, but it's not really a flat surface, so I highly doubt it's gonna stay. Highly doubt. Not to mention my phone got a little weight to it. Yeah. Yeah, we might actually end up having to take this back. Ain't gonna lie to you. Yep. We're gonna have to get a whole different one because this is not it. Ain't even gonna have. Ain't no point in trying that out. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. Anyways, yeah. So if y'all going off of longevity, how much longevity y'all got for y'all big three anime? How much y'all got? 3 years. 3 years of good, decent popularity. 5 years. About how many seasons it need to have? Like two minimum 2 seasons, minimum 1 season. Season count don't matter. But yeah, if I was able to actually figure out how to So you would assume that I'm able to actually put my list in the chat, but I can't put my list in the chat. At least not from here. Yeah, but it's a tricky question to figure out the big three, though, right? When you factor in a bunch of stuff in. Some of y'all probably don't even like some of the ones in the big three, so you swapped it out, right? You swapped it out just because you like a new anime, or something that actually qualifies as that has a big three feel. If it don't feel like a big three, should it really be in the big three? You probably get awards for the year, but you know. Does Bleach get awards every year? Probably in certain categories, but nothing that really pertains to it being part of the big three, more than likely. Not to mention, I hear way more people actually complaining about Bleach than really the other ones. The biggest one that I usually hear about complaints when it comes to the other ones is One Piece, and that's got to do with episodes. Episode count. You know, people take one look at the amount of episodes and then get phased. Episode count don't really bother me. I done seen One Piece so many times, Japanese and English. When I'm really into an anime, I will watch it multiple times in English and Japanese. Yes. I done seen One Piece at least 6 times. Yep, all the way up to current. I done seen I didn't watch Yu Yu Hakusho probably more than One Piece, for sure. But my favorite for Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely gonna be the English. English all day. One Piece, Japanese. But the English is like stupid close to me. English dub for One Piece is not bad at all. I think Bleach I prefer Japanese for Bleach. Black Clover, I think I prefer English. Solo Leveling. Obviously Solo Leveling Solo Leveling was great for me. And the crazy thing for me in getting into Solo Leveling is I got into it like right before the hype, because I kept seeing it on my my Crunchyroll timeline, right? I wasn't really interested, so I kept bypassing it. And then eventually I got to like actually building my watch list on Crunchyroll. And I got to I finally went and read the description, and I was just like, do I want to see someone get brutally murdered or whatever? I went and gave it a chance. It was hooked ever since. And after I got into it, that's when I started seeing everywhere. Oh, solo leveling this, solo leveling that, new season, peak. People wasn't even really using the term peak until really right before Wano and One Piece. Y'all was not using the word peak for stuff like it's peak time. That's hilarious. But I don't know which one I prefer for Solo Leveling, because obviously I didn't rewatch Solo Leveling like almost 4 times, and obviously I didn't see the English and the Japanese, but I don't really gotta. I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards Japanese for Solo Leveling, but the English is not bad at all. I like the English. Not to mention that I recognize a lot of the English voice actors for Solo Leveling. I got a decent ear for English voice actors that I can recognize. Sometimes it's a little bit harder for me to recognize Japanese voice actors unless it's like the same speech and fluctuations. Yeah. For like Dragon Ball, I was Japanese for sure. And that's mainly because I don't like when the English voice actors be getting changed out, because I think that it started off with, like, for instance, Master Roshi. Master Roshi's very first voice actor was great for me, and then all of a sudden when the voice actor changed, I heard it and I was like, who that? Nah, go find somebody else. I think everyone prefers a higher pitch Frieza. Which Frieza voice actor for Japanese is y'all taking? And what's another one I've seen repeatedly too? Fairy Tale. I done seen Fairy Tale in Japanese and English. I think I done watched Fairy Tale all the way through probably three times. Yeah, would have been like Japanese once and the English twice. So yeah, I'm probably leaning towards the English for Fairy Tale. Time I got reincarnated as a slime, I've been seeing all the way up to where it's current. 2.5 times. Yeah, because the half was me getting my brother into it, and we gotta finish getting him caught up. So, and I started him in. I think I prefer the English for time I got reincarnated as a slime, only because the slang that's being used is not being used in the Japanese dub, so it sits different. So yeah, you don't ever hear nobody talking about some "What's up, my dude?" You. Yeah, yeah. I think I prefer the English for time I got reincarnated as a slime. Jujutsu Kaisen. I seen Jujutsu Kaisen in English first, so I think I'm leaning towards English for that one right now. There's just something real smooth about like Gojo's voice actor. You know, it fits the animation and everything. It's like super smooth. And then what else? I'm trying to think of other ones that I hadn't seen in both English and Japanese. Black Clover, I didn't seen. No, Black Clover, I started in English. I haven't gotten around to watching it in Japanese yet. It was only English for me for Black Clover so far, so I can't really pick on that one yet. Uh, Fire Force, I didn't see in English and Japanese. Fire Force, I seen in English and Japanese. I would say that I prefer the Japanese for Fire Force. I started Windbreaker. Started Ashita no Joe. I'm only watching that one in Japanese right now. I'm trying to think because I didn't see quite a bit lately. Oh wait, Kuroko's Basketball. I think I didn't see it in Japanese and English. I want the take the Japanese for Kuroko's Basketball though. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's another thing we didn't think about either. When we're talking about what qualifies for what makes the qualifications for your big three. Does English or Japanese dub play a part in what's in your big three? Does it need to be specifically English or specifically Japanese, or does the language not matter for your big three? That's I said the depending on what you're watching it in, it might actually change the impact too. Sometimes the Japanese dub be putting a little, that you be putting that emotion in. Yeah, I can't remember none of the other ones. I just started quite a bit of anime. in the past like two years. Yeah. So, wait, that's all right though. Y'all can put the rest of your recommendations in the chat, and once I get to looking at them, I will for sure check them out. I know don't know what to put here. He's the one who recommended Ashita no Joe to me, so that's why we over on the Mitchell Clan channel, we're doing the reactions and the recaps and stuff over there. So we're gonna continue with the Ashita no Joe reactions over there. I'm probably still gonna go ahead and run the lives over there for the next two, because we going over we're doing 2 Ashita no Joe episodes again, and then another Naruto conversation, probably a couple more 1v1s, and then another Hunter x Hunter conversation. We still kind of trying to ease into the Hunter x Hunter. I ain't really caught the momentum yet. I'm still kind of tied up in the trying to crank out as much of the Naruto content as possible still before completely switching over. But yeah, that's what we got going on. And then it's about 9:42 now, so we ain't gonna spend too much longer on here, because I know probably in about around 11 p.m. Central, that's when we're gonna go ahead and jump over to the Mitchell Clan channel to go ahead and start the in-depth conversation. Yeah, we might even go ahead and bring this topic over there. Y'all can decide y'all answers over here and then bring it over there, and y'all that could be your part too. Yeah, y'all do what y'all do. All right. But yeah, I said if you ask me, Bleach is not in my big 3. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave y'all with what my current big 3 is, and it's gonna try to be as unbiased as possible, because naturally Yu Yu Hakusho is still my number 1 of all time, but that don't mean that Yu Yu Hakusho is in the big 3 for me. That makes sense. So One Piece I would consider a big 3. Naruto I do consider a big 3, and for me Dragon Ball would be considered a big 3, but Bleach I don't consider a big 3. Yeah, and that's far as the like the original, like the old school lineup for me. I never considered Bleach part of it, because one, I didn't actually get into Bleach myself until about a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago. So I was way late on that. But even when I cranked it out, it still didn't, cool. It was cool, but it wasn't big 3 for me, right? Nah. So yeah, for now, for the OG big 3 for me, One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball. If you want to ask me, new anime, if you take longevity out of the factorization for only newer anime, my big 3 would probably be Solo Leveling. It would be Demon Slayer, and I want to say Jujutsu Kaisen, but the story wouldn't really fit into that factor in for me. Time I got reincarnated as a slime. Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen. No, not Jujutsu Kaisen. I said we're not doing that. So Solo Leveling. I know I said that. I said time I got reincarnated as a slime, and then I said Demon Slayer. Yeah. For my current, you take longevity out the picture. That's my the new age big 3 for me right now. You disagree? Go ahead. Let me know. Show me a better list for your OG and your new age big 3. Yeah, that's another thing that we can talk about too on the next live stream as well, as what the Mount Rushmore would look like. Yeah, That's a good one. Make a note on that, chat. Bet. But anyways, I'm finna go ahead and let y'all go because I still want to try one more time to try to get this little holster deal, not holster, this holder deal going. Otherwise, it's going right back in the morning. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm about to catch y'all. Mitchell Clan TV, 11 p.m. Central. That should be about the time that we're getting started with the in-depth conversation. Like I said, it might get adjusted based off of the thoughts that I've been having now. So we'll see. And then who knows? You'll probably catch me over there. All right then. Checking out.